If your hair is feeling really dry, whether that's from hormones, damage, or just overstyling, this is the routine that I love to follow when I want my hair to feel softer and more manageable again. As I walk through the routine with you, I will share two different approaches. One is going to be a much more time-saving version, so I'll point out steps that you could skip or simplify to save you time. And then the other approach will be much more in-depth and thorough to give you the best possible results for when your hair needs that little bit extra TLC. I'll also share different product options at different price points, and that way you can really adapt this routine to suit your hair, your budget, and the time that you've got. So let's start with pre-wash, and there are 3 different options here. If time saving is your top priority, honestly, I would just skip this pre-wash step completely. I've included chapters for the video so you could just skip ahead to the next chapter.
Let's skip ahead.
If you want soft hydrated hair but you haven't got a lot of time, then a product like Philip Kingsley's Elasticizer works so well. The most efficient way to use it is actually to apply it the night before you're going to wash your hair. This is going to save you time because obviously it's doing that hydration while you sleep, and it's also going to stop you needing to use a mask later on in this routine, but we'll get back to that. If you are following the more intensive version, my go-to here would be a pre-wash protective oil. I'm using the CosRx hair serum for this step. It's a clear, lightweight oil with a slightly silky texture that I find spreads really easily throughout my hair, and it doesn't feel heavy or sticky. I'm pretty generous with application, and I focus mainly on the lengths and the ends of my hair because that is where it tends to feel driest. The goal here is to add a layer of protection before you wash so that your hair will feel softer and less stripped afterwards. This is not my favourite oil for finishing or styling. I actually much prefer Olaplex No. 7 for that. It's one of my all-time favourite oils, but this does work really well as a pre-wash option, so I'm just using it up so that it doesn't go to waste. But normally I would reach for something more affordable for this step. Some budget-friendly alternatives to the CosRx firstly would be this one here from Eliza Becker. It's their hair muscle oil. The second one that I really like is from OGX, and it's the coconut oil. This one I absolutely loved when my hair was much more damaged. I felt like it really did an incredible job at protecting. However, I do need to cleanse twice with this one because it is a little bit thicker and has on occasion caught me out, leaving behind a little bit of residue. And then finally, I just love this oil. It's from L'Oreal. It's their Extraordinary oil. If you just wanted one oil to do everything, you could use this pre-wash to protect, and then at the end of your routine to add shine and definition and smoothness and help with tangles and frizz and all of that stuff. So this is a really good all-rounder. Now personally, I like to leave this on for a good 20 to 30 minutes. I do think that it helps soften my hair and reduces how dry it feels, but if you're short on time, you could just apply it and then go straight into the wash routine. I find that the right shampoo makes a big difference on how my hair looks and feels once it's fully dry and styled. The main job of a shampoo is to cleanse your scalp and roots of product buildup and excess oil, but when you have dry hair, you want a shampoo that's going to do all those things without making it feel rough and stripped and tangly, which is why in this routine I'm using one of my all-time favourites. It's Pureology's Hydrate. Whether you shampoo once or twice is something that you'll need to tailor to your own hair. If your hair's feeling weighed down after the first cleanse, perhaps you can still feel a little bit of oil or product at the roots, then a second cleanse would definitely make sense. However, if you haven't got that feeling, or perhaps you've used a shampoo including sulfates, I wouldn't find it necessary to double cleanse, particularly if your hair is already on the dry side. For hair like mine, which is naturally dry because of hormones, one wash is usually enough, particularly if it leaves my scalp feeling squeaky clean. I want that feeling, I just don't want my hair to feel stripped. Honestly, I do not think there is a right or wrong here. Just try to listen to your own hair feedback. Does your hair feel squeaky clean after one wash? Great, I would say leave it there. If, however, you can feel some residue, there's a little bit of oil left behind, go in with a second cleanse. I personally think following strict rules isn't always the best idea. I'd much rather help you work out what your hair needs and what makes the most sense for your hair care routine. Next up, we're going to apply a treatment mask. If you used the Philip Kingsley product as your pre-wash step, you don't need this part, skip to the next chapter. But for everyone else, we're now going to use a deeply hydrating, repairing hair mask. There are so many great options here, honestly, but just look for things that are going to hydrate and repair. Today, I'm using the Pantene Bond Repair Deep Intensive Hair Mask. However, others that I love include the L'Oreal Molecular Mask. One of my all-time favourites is the Sabaki Repair Mask. Brilliant budget-friendly option would be the Aussie SOS Hydration Mask. So many options at so many different price points. Just look for products that say they repair and hydrate. Now, honestly, if you wanted to, you absolutely could make this a bond repair moment, particularly if you have one that you find quite hydrating for your hair. For me personally, because I really want to tackle that dryness and get lots of hydration into my hair, I do go for that more reparative, nourishing, moisturising mask. For application, focus on the driest areas first, but then also I like to take the residue on my hands to cover the roots as well. This is another step that you can adapt to what your hair needs. Maybe you have super dry ends but oily roots, so it would make more sense just to apply the mask where you need it and avoid those oily roots. If, however, like me, you have colour treatments, you would also probably want to make sure that you're covering your hair from root to tip. If you're short on time, you're now just going to leave that mask on for the minimum amount of time that it says to do so on the packaging, then fully rinse and move to the next chapter, which is conditioner. However, if you're following the more nourishing routine, this is the next step. So out of the shower, I'm now going to cover my hair in a shower cap and then use my heated hat steamer for about 20 to 30 minutes. I definitely noticed that this step really helps my hair feel so much better than if I just use a mask alone. But yes, it is definitely more time consuming. But when I have the time, this extra part is really worth it. Because this routine is quite a lot, I've put together a simple one-page guide that you can download for free. It breaks the whole routine down step by step with the different options at each stage depending on how much time you have and what your hair needs. It's just there as a clear reference if you want everything laid out in one place. I've linked it below in the description box. Now we're going to seal in all of that lovely hydration into our hair with a conditioner. I personally love to use one with amodimethicone, which is why today I'm using Pureology's Hydrate. I find that it seals and supports my hair without weighing it down. A great, more budget-friendly option though would be Toni & Guy's Volume Addiction. Same application for me as the mask. I focus more on mid-lengths and ends and then add any residue left on my hands over the roots. I just leave it on for a couple of minutes and then I fully rinse. Okay, I know it feels like we've been doing a lot of conditioning, but trust me, you do not want to skip this step. It's quick and easy to do, and it is worth it for the results. So at this point, I go in with a leave-in conditioner, and then after that, I'm going to seal the hydration in with an oil. For the leave-in conditioner today, I am applying it to very wet hair, and I'm using Olaplex No. 5 Moisturise and Mend. This is one of my all-time favourite products. But there are lots of other great options that you could use depending on what your hair needs. Bumble & Bumble's Invisible Oil is a good lightweight option. If you want something a little bit more budget friendly though, there's an amazing alternative from Revlon called Unique One. That would be fantastic. Or if you want a little bit of protein in your leave-in conditioner, I'd highly recommend Not Your Mother's Curl Talk. I smooth, glaze and rake my leave-in conditioner through my hair, and then I will just gently brush, working from the ends upwards, 1 to make sure I've got rid of any tangles and 2 to get a really good even distribution. Now I'm going to use a few drops of oil to seal everything in. My personal favourite for this step is Olaplex number 7. It's lightweight, it doesn't feel greasy, and it will not weigh down my hair. But some other good alternatives would be L'Oreal's Extraordinary Oil, or you could use Eliza Becker's Muscle Oil for a very budget-friendly alternative. Now we're finally ready for styling. This is now just personal preference. You can style your hair whichever way you want with this routine. It works if I'm doing a natural wave enhancement or a bouncy blow dry. So you definitely could add a hold product at this stage if you wanted to, say, scrunch your hair or do some brush styling. It really just comes down to the look that you're trying to achieve. Today I am blow drying my hair because I'm currently trying to teach myself how to do a bouncy blow dry with a round brush and a hairdryer, which I'm discovering is quite a skill and is going to take a lot of practice. But here is how my hair turned out. Soft, smooth, and so much easier to manage. And honestly, it may feel like a lot of effort, but for me, it is so worth it because the results will just last and last. If you found this routine helpful, I think you might enjoy this video next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.